right, evening everyone. Welcome to another episode of Trading Bitcoin with your host, Tone Vays. Evening, of course, New York time. Let me make sure I'm using the right microphone. Yep, everything is set. And morning here in Dubai. And once again, we're going straight to the charts. I am doing 2 videos a day because I think Bitcoin is at a very, very critical juncture. And we're going to stick with a shortened format. These videos are starting to get longer again, almost 20 minutes. I'm going to try and shorten that up today. We're going to begin with the Mempool before I forget. On the Mempool side of things. Here we go. I really wanted to get into those 5 set per byte transactions. That did not happen. We only got down to like 6 or 7. We creeped back up in a number of backup blocks of 172. I was hoping to get this down to 150 over the weekend. We'll see how it goes today, but looks like people are consolidating their transactions over the weekend. And I would love to see this cut into this blue zone. Would be nice. We have not cleared much of the mempool in a long time. That is a data error, 100%. Right here, this is what I wanted to mimic. Going back to early February. Ideally, you want to get down into the red, but we'll see what happens. All right, let's go to the charts. Monthly chart, not much to say on that. We are very, very clear of any kind of danger line. Weekly chart, it's not great yet. We still have a full day to go before the weekly chart closes. People have been asking, well, what does it mean that Bitcoin trades 24/7? What is a daily close? Well, we let TradingView decide what a daily close is, and the daily close takes place at approximately 7 p.m. Eastern time in the East Coast, soon to be 8 p.m. Eastern time after summertime. Daylight savings time, which is one of the biggest, grossest inefficiencies in the world. Countries should not be changing their clocks twice a year. It is totally ridiculous. But hey, they do it anyway because they just want to mess with people's efficiency. But one day, maybe that will end. Anyway, the weekly chart is still on pace to go higher. Next week is going to be very interesting. Well, not necessarily next week, but next week we'll need to close above $50,000 to maintain momentum. But we have 7 days to know what's going to happen then, so no reason to talk about it. So far, the weekly chart is not looking great, but a close above 50,000 makes me bullish from a daily perspective. If you notice, this is my green line on the daily chart. It currently sits just above $50,000, 50,000 and say $300. We do need a close above this line on a daily scale for me to be bullish. As of now, this is still a no trade zone. However, because of this rally, and I know the day's candle just started, if today's candle closes as a bullish candle, sorry guys, had to sneeze and couldn't find a mute button. I'm not sure why I'm sneezing, but so if today's candle closes close to the moving average, to me, I would be able to move up this red danger line. That to me would, I would be able to do that because remember what I always said, I don't like double bottoms. I don't like double tops. So anytime we approach a double bottom area or a double top area, I always expect us to break that zone and continue in that direction. People seem to not understand trading whatsoever. And they say, well, if price is going up, Tone's going to be bullish. And if price is going down, Tone's going to be bearish. Well, of course, because think of it the other way. Why would anyone be bearish when prices are rising? Why would anyone be bullish when prices are falling? When prices are falling, they're going to continue falling. It's momentum trading. That's how most money is made. Trying to guess when the market's going to reverse is a recipe for disaster. So anyone who doesn't understand that markets are more bullish when they're rising and more bearish when they're falling that's not going to be a very good trader, and they're not going to last very long as a trader because they're going to lose all of their money. So for me, I would now be able to move this red line up, but I'm not going to do it today. I'm going to do it on probably on my next video, because my next video will take place closer to the end of day candle. Right now, this is looking promising, but I will wait for another one of these green stars before I do anything in relation to being overly bullish. All right, let's take a look at the 4-hour chart. So the 4-hour chart, this is my line of the 4-hour chart. A lot of people are talking about the head and shoulders pattern on the 4-hour chart. I'm not a fan of the head and shoulders patterns in general because you can always draw in the bullish direction here. So I kind of just generally ignore them. I don't find them to be very, very useful. But I do like this green line that's currently sitting at $49,700. And we briefly pierced that line, but we're not able to close above it. I need us to close on a 4-hour chart above that line, and we can then challenge the last swing high that took place at approximately $52,000. My red line could also slightly go up, but I also want to wait till this candle closes because this candle has just started. This candle is only 30 minutes into a 4-hour candle, but this gives me a very nice new low in order to move my critical line up. This remains a no trade zone. So once again, we are very close to breaking out of the no trade zone. If I go to the 1-hour chart, as you can see, we are sitting right at that line, and on a 1-hour chart, I can get this red line up a little bit because I want to touch the maximum number of candles without breaking any bodies of set candles. And you can see how that's exactly how we played out on the bullish side a few hours ago. And let's see if this pullback, keeps us above $49,000. Bounces off the moving averages and then breaks out above this green line. I think breaking out above 50,000 on the 1-hour and the 4-hour chart gets us out of this no trade zone and into bullish trades. Basically, yesterday I believe I said I'm a little concerned about where my GBTC is going to open on Monday. But if today we start closing above 50,000, I would be very happy with where my GBTC is going to open on Monday, because if this premium starts to get eaten away because people are buying GBTC again, GBTC should be above $50 a share. So that could be a nice pop in GBTC if Bitcoin starts trading around 51, 52,000 going into Monday's stock market open. Crypto for you, once again, thank you for your very generous super chat. Your name is Anthony. Nice. Yeah, let me know what part of the world you are, and that is certainly possible to meet me. Oh yeah, here in Dubai, I did find a nice big Irish pub, so I'll probably tweet out which night I'll be hanging out there, and anyone is welcome to just show up. I don't like to organize and take reservations and RSVPs. So I will just tweet out like, hey, tomorrow night I am going to be at so-and-so place, just come down. And that's what we will do. Okay, people are asking about the Canadian ETF. You have to do your research. You have to find out what the premium is on the Canadian ETF. If the Canadian ETF has a positive premium, but GBTC has a negative premium, you may want to get out of the Canadian ETF and enter into the GBTC, because eventually that GBTC premium will go back up because it's backed by Bitcoin. And then the Canadian ETF might flip its premium to negative, and then you can flip back. That's kind of how arbitrage works. Ideally, if you have the ability to short the Canadian ETF, if a Canadian ETF has a positive premium and GBTC has a negative premium, one arbitrage strategy somebody could make is they could go short the Canadian ETF and go long GBTC, and then you profit on the spread closing completely. This is spread trading. People do this with futures versus the perpetual. I know Ugly Old Goat does this. Now, of course, if you go all in on this trade and the spread widens, you could get margin called and you would lose all of your money. So you still have to be smart. You still have to use proper risk parameters. But if you don't know how to do this or what you're doing, then don't do it. This is something that you need to research and understand. That's pretty much it for me. The markets are closed, so there's nothing else to say on the S&P 500. I will do another video probably in about 12 hours, and we can take a look at the stock market as well. I took a look at the ADA shitcoin yesterday, so I still have it on my chart. Maybe I'll say something more about it later in my next video. All right, guys, if you're looking to learn how to trade so that you don't have to follow any other traders, and you can make all of your own decisions and you don't need to watch YouTube for trading ever again, this is your place to go. The Tone Vays products and services on-demand videos. These are my educational videos to make you be more independent and trust in your own decisions. There's a discount if you buy TA and risk together. Those of you interested in the MRI, which I did not even talk about today because nothing is really interesting happening from the MRI perspective. I'm waiting for another green star on the daily. If I get another green star on the daily, I would be incredibly bullish once we close a candle with the green star, even though the green star shows up when you make the candle. There wasn't much to say on a 4-hour chart. There was an MRI top on a 4-hour chart, which this MRI top, this green star candle after the MRI top would have kept me bullish. Not to mention we did break the prior swing high, which actually makes me bullish, but there was a bigger resistance here, and I'm waiting for that to break at 49.5, but I like the round number 50, and I would love to close above that. In any way, those interested in the MRI can check out products and services MRI indicator, and those looking for a free tutorial on trading, please check out the Learn Trading section of tonevays.com. That is it for me. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all on the next one. Bye, guys.